Right, so today we'll be trying to make a cup of tea. There are some things that you'll be needing, of course. You will need a utensil to actually put the tea in, to boil it, you can say. We're gonna need milk, and we're gonna need a lighter, because we need to light this, it's up, right? And we need, wait, where is the, we're gonna need this, I don't know what it's called actually, to be honest. And then we're gonna need tea, the leaves themselves, and then we're gonna need some salt. Of course, you can't make some tea without some salt. Wait, that's wrong. We're gonna need some sugar. Right. So, without further ado, let's start. A very big point to remember with the sugar is that you need to have it, a very little bit of it, in a very big box. Otherwise, the whole effect of the tea doesn't come out in it. So remember that the bigger the box and the less the sugar, the better the tea will come out. It's a proven fact, and we don't need to discuss over this. And then we have the tea leaves themselves. The tea doesn't really matter where it's from, what it's from. I don't actually know where this is from, but I think it should work. Those are not wood chippings. I don't know what those are. And the milk, I think I have too much of it. And aside from that, so one more thing that we absolutely have to do is to select a cup, right? Now you need to find only the most exquisite, the absolute best cup that there is in this whole place, which is of course this one. Right, now that we have that, now we need to make sure that there's actually water and milk inside the cup itself. So obviously, now this is going to be a very, very calculated and precise measurement, so please bear with me. We need to make sure that this is absolutely perfect. Right, I'm sure that there were a lot of calculations behind the scene. You don't need to worry about that. Right, now a good measurement is that 1/3 of the water that you put in your milk. But I don't do that. I just put milk until the whole thing is full. So yeah. Now of course, after you've put the milk, you actually need to put it into the utensil to start the whole burning process. There we go. And then you put it onto the fire, and we actually light it. Now you need to actually have an angle with the lighting, otherwise it doesn't work. I don't know why, but if you don't have an angle, the tea doesn't come out perfectly, and the tea itself is not the best. Oh my god, I got it first try. Okay, right. So now this is cooking. We need to take care of our sugar and our tea leaves. Now for the sugar, yeah, this is perfect. This is, yes, right. So you need to put in. Now this depends on from person to person, right? I personally put in 2 because my mom explicitly told me not to put in 2. And then after that, now for the tea leaves, it's actually really simple. The tea leaves is probably the simplest part in this whole thing. You're gonna need this integral formula, right? Now, since I know I've been doing this every day and I know exactly how to solve this, and I just did not Google this up and write anything I found. I know that the answer is 5, right? Right, so the answer is 5. Now, obviously, that means 5 seeds, and if I can just open this, right. Now, obviously, that just means 5 seeds. So I'm gonna take these. Now, obviously, that means around 60,000 seeds, right? Like, there is absolutely no doubt about it. I don't know why there was a doubt in the first place. So now that we have that, that's around, since there are around 100 seeds in this one cup, in this one spoonful, we're going to put around 2, because 100 times 2 is obviously 60,000. That is how maths works. Now, I would not recommend making tea unless you have a degree in physics, because these sorts of calculations are everywhere, and if you don't know this much maths, then I don't think tea making is for you. It takes the best of the best. You need to spend at least 4 years in preparation for this. And of course, I know all this because I myself have not obviously been to college yet. One more thing that is absolutely essential to the tea is if it's being made and it's not going fast enough, you need to swirl it a bit from side to side, right? Like this. It does not actually change anything, but it just makes you feel like it's working better. So this is perhaps the most innovative trick that I come up with myself. And while we wait for the tea to work, you can see some of our amazing comments that my previous tea drinkers have taken from me. These are, of course, reviewed food critics who know a lot about tea. Oh, and it's starting to boil. Now, many people think that letting it boil over and go over the thing, letting it go over the edge is a very good thing. It's not. Oh yeah, one more thing. Remember to alternate the knob from high to low just to get the feeling that you're actually helping the tea. Now, I would say around after 3 boilovers, partial boilovers, you would want to stop. You would want to stop the thing and actually put it into the bowl, the cup even. Right. So I would say that's about done, and just take this here. And I still don't know what this is called, by the way. I don't know. Alright, it's called the sieve. Forgot. Right. So now I'm going to turn this off. Right. Amazing. And then we're going to just pour it in very gently. You need to be very, very, very gentle with this. It cannot, under any circumstances, it does not go over 3 cubic centimeters per second. Otherwise, it will mess up the whole tea. Now, I am of course an expert, so I know how to be gentle with this. There, as gentle as you can be. There was no rush in that whatsoever. And now that the tea is made, I think that's about it, to be honest. Now, of course, you also need to wash the utensils, but or you can just leave them in there for somebody else to wash. I usually do that because I don't want to waste my time that much. Now, before we actually give the tea, we need to make sure that it's perfect and we have to taste test it. I can't actually do that, otherwise my mom would not be happy. So, instead, here are some amazing critic reviews that we have gotten over the past years. Tea making really is an art, and you have to be perfect in it, otherwise it will come out horrible. As you can see from the fact that I'm clearly back here, the tea did not come out well. That is of course not a deterrence. If you have followed my steps exactly, I'm sure that your tea would have been fantastic. And obviously it differs from individual to individual because there are a lot of physics laws, and there are there are 3 laws for tea making in physics. And again, this comes in with the doctorate because I told you already. And these 3 laws are perhaps the staple of tea making. However, I will not tell them because this is chef's secret. Maybe if we get enough likes, I can. But probably not. Now, as the tea boils, I would like to thank every one of you for letting me reach 60 subscribers. It was truly an amazing moment for me. And thank you so much, and I hope that we will continue to grow together, hopefully. And let's see where this road takes us. Thank you very much for watching.